Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego. And we got a bunch of people waiting, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting because time is precious and y'all trying to get your K1 visas approved. And we're trying to help you get your K1 visas approved so you can get your beneficiary to the US of A, so you can get married. Now, USCIS processing time is getting faster. The Service Center in California are shipping a bunch of visas to the National Visa Center in New Hampshire. But New Hampshire is getting backlogged with work, so they need to hire more people. So if you're seeing a 90 to 100-day wait for your welcome letter from NVC, that's normal, guys. And let me see, we got Kaiser H. Diego. Hello, Diego. So did you get my update on the new edition of the Form I-134 and whether there are any changes or any additional information required on it? Zoila Molina, hello. Hola, Diego. Saludos, Karina. Hola, Zoila. ¿Cómo estás? Francois Livingstone. Hello, Diego. Hello, Francois. And Abdullahi Keita. Hi, Diego. Hello, everybody. Now, I printed the I-134 and nothing changed. The USCIS form I-134 Declaration of Financial Support is August 2nd, 2023, and nothing's changed. So you guys can continue to keep using USCIS form I-134 in its current form, okay? So you can use it. You can submit it to the embassy for your beneficiary because nothing's changed. And tomorrow, I'm going to check it again. Okay, now the edition date is January 4th, 2023, bottom left-hand corner. And the expiration date is July 31st, 2023. I went to uscisforms.gov and I read the instructions. And they said, no, there's no change as of right now, as of August 2nd. Brian and Jacqueline, hello, Diego. Hey, Brian and Jacqueline. Jason Mabry, hello. Hey, Jason. Augusta Tampuri, hi, Diego. My visa got approved. Thank you. Well, we knew that was going to happen, Augusta, and congratulations. And Pink Rose says, hello, Diego. What's up? Well, taxes are up, and the clouds are up here in Florida, and it's hot. And Karina is in Bogota, Colombia. Now, guys, if you're just new to the channel, I'm Diego. I live in Florida, in the Panhandle, near Pensacola, north of Navarre Beach, where we're going to get married. And Karina, my prometida, is from Venezuela. She's from Caracas, Venezuela, Marinda District, but she is a legal resident of Bogota, Colombia. See, she relocated from Venezuela to Colombia because in Colombia they have gasoline for the cars, they got medicine, they got electricity, they got water, they got gas for cooking, and they got food in the supermarket. Brian and Jacqueline, high five, super chat. Thank you, Mountain Dew, definitely. I appreciate that super chat, guys. And thank you so much. And your visa is on the way to Bogota. It should already be there by now. You're getting ready for ready status. And Ross, hi, Diego. And Pat Vega, hi, my Navy friend. ¿Cómo está, hermano? How are you, my brother? Pat Vega, I'm doing great. Doing fantastic. I'm doing even better now. Brian and Jacqueline just gave me a super chat, which I can stock up on Mountain Dew. I'm not going to run out of Mountain Dew. You guys keep me in Mountain Dew. Pete B, Brian and Jacqueline, y'all are great. Abdahali Keita, hi, Diego. Here is the response from the NVC. We forwarded your immigration visa petition to the U.S. Embassy Consulate, July 18th, 2023. You're from Mauritania, so my interview I have to pass is in Senegal. So what you need to do, Abdahali, is email the U.S. consulate in Senegal and ask them for an update on your K-1 visa package. What's the status? They need to send you a welcome letter or packet of information. Okay. If Senegal received your K1 visa package from the NVC, they're going to respond to your email. Okay. They're going to respond to you. But you got to be proactive. You got to email them. And in the subject line of the email, put your name, put your case number, put your date of birth, put your country where you're from, Mauritania, right? You got to identify yourself. And then the embassy folks in Senegal can find it, and then they can respond to you with the questions. So we can get you in front of that visa officer and get your visas squared away, put it in your passport, and get you to the United States. Brian and Jacqueline, thank you for everything, Diego. No, not a problem, Brian and Jacqueline. I'm going to help you guys get through this process. And all these lights in here, I got to have the lights on or else you guys won't be able to see me, okay? It's what my friend from the news, my friend works for a news outlet, and he said, you got to have lights, Diego. I said, okay, I got lights. Remember, I'm not a professional at doing this, okay? Now, I know how to do a K1 visa like the back of my hand, but setting up a YouTube studio, that's new, all new to me. But it's coming out pretty good. Jason Mabry, even though the I-134 expired, the date still states July 31, 2023. Can we use the form? Yes, Jason. Right here is the Declaration of Financial Support. You can still use it, okay? It is not blocked. USCIS has not blocked it. You can continue to use it, all right? And I will, and then when we do the live stream on, what's today? Wednesday? We'll do on Saturday. I'll update you again on the I-134. Pat Vega, good to see you are doing your thing. We're here, Pat. We're going to keep it up. We're going to get you guys over the finish line and get your K1 visas, okay? Jason, you can still use it. The I-134, guys. Ashley Santana, tapped in Diego. Tapped in Diego. You're tapped in Diego. Well, we're glad you're here, Ashley. Michael Lang, good evening, Diego. Hey, Michael. Lots of love and best wishes to you and Karina. Right back at you. And Pat Vega says, ciao, ciao. ¿Cómo estás? Ciao. Now, ciao is Italian, and it's also Latino. You can say ciao in Spanish for a goodbye, hello, how are you doing? And you can use it in Italy also. But you wouldn't use ciao as a salutation to an older person. You know, like an abuela or abuela. You wouldn't use ciao to an older person. You would say signora, signor. If you're in Italy, you don't say ciao to an older person. Okay, you say hola. You say, buongiorno, signora, signorita, signora. Ciao is for a it's an informal hello between friends who are, teenagers, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 60, right in there. But once you get into the grandma and grandpa part of life, you don't say ciao. Francois Livingston, I received a response from USCIS tonight, and it says that they have received my response to the RFE. RFE is request for further evidence, that they're working on our case again, and that they will send a decision if they need anything else. Well, Francois, what that means is that it doesn't sound like you messed up any more than you did, and you're going to be okay. All right? You're going to be okay, Francois. You just got to pay attention when you're filling out this I-129F form. Abdali Keita, here is the response from the NVC. We forwarded your immigrant visa to the consulate on July 18th. What does that mean? That means that your K1 visa package got put on an airplane. They put it in a big crate, and they put it in a plane via a DHL contractor, and they flying it to the embassy. Okay? So that's good. Mommy and Carl. Hello, Diego. How long is the K1 visa process in the Philippines? It's about 18 months from NOA1 to getting a visa interview. About 18 months. Manila, the embassy in Manila doing pretty good. They're moving pretty rapidly. So it's a pretty quick turnaround. Let's see here. Tuan Benson, also in Vietnamese. So Tuan, are you in Vietnam or are you in the United States? Are you the beneficiary? Are you the sponsor? Jason Mabry, can you please explain if all the vaccines in your previous video is needed for the K1 approval or just for adjustment of status? Now, here's the way I talk about vaccines. I'm not a doctor. The civil surgeon is going to be the person who's going to tell you what vaccinations that you are missing or you need for your K1 visa and adjustment of status. Okay? I made a video about what is required for the adjustment of status. It doesn't hurt to get them done in your home country because it's cheaper. Karina, my beautiful prometida, today, she went and got 2 more vaccinations stuck in her arm. So her arm tomorrow is going to be hurting, but she is now caught up. All of her vaccinations are done as per the list from the CDC, USCIS, etc. But when she goes to the civil surgeon in Bogota for her face-to-face medical appointment, the civil surgeon will look at her vaccination card and he or she will make the final decision on if she needs anything else, which is unlikely because I know how to do this process pretty good. So I think I got her covered 100%, but we'll find out. Let's see. Archor, you're in Algeria, if I remember, right? Archor M in beautiful Algeria. Hello, Mr. Diego. Rose A. Hi, Diego. You responded on the group chat yesterday about my job termination, but I got another question. Besides my termination letter, do I need to ask the employer for a letter of employment too? Yes. Get a letter of employment from your boss. I've got 2. Okay, I got one from my broker. You know, I'm a real estate agent. Okay, so my broker has got a letter for me saying I work for him. You know, technically I work under him. I got a copy of my real estate license. So if immigration don't believe I'm a real estate agent, they think I'm making it all up. Here's my Florida real estate license. Here's my letter from my broker. Okay, and then my bank statements, etc. Teja Sweeney Mumadi. Hi, Diego. So I'm so confused. No, we're going to unconfuse you. I contacted the USCIS yesterday. They said that my case has been transferred to the NVC today, and he said it has been transferred to the NVC. So USCIS has sent your case to the NVC. That's what you want. You want it there. So then they can send it to the embassy. Bye. Hi, Mr. Diego. We are like you and Karina waiting for the welcome letter. You got it. Miss M. Tariq Khan. They refused the K1 visa to my fiance in Islamabad embassy. Why was that? What was the reason for that? Tuan Benson. I am Miami, Diego, and I am the sponsor. Okay, that's right. You're in Miami. So you're about 20 degrees hotter than me here in the Panhandle of Florida. Francois Livingston, I don't understand, Diego. I send a withdrawal letter to the California and the new petition to Texas. Can you please shed some light on this? Well, if you had to withdraw your first K1 visa in order to process the second one, because you kind of messed up on the first one a little bit, and it's no big deal. You're good. You don't understand? What is it you don't understand? You got to file a withdrawal letter in order to process the second one. Hamid, hi Diego. NVC send my approved K1 petition to Casablanca, Morocco on May 25th. We paid the visa fees. You did the DS-160, but we can't set an interview. It says they will contact by email when we're ready for the interview. Okay, Hamid, no big deal. You got everything done. You just got to wait for the embassy to contact you. Okay, because they're probably busy. I think Casablanca is worse than any other. Well, the Russian embassy is closed. The U.S. embassy in Russia is closed. The U.S. embassy in Niger is closed. The U.S. embassy in Sudan is closed. The U.S. embassy in Venezuela is closed. So I think you're going to be okay. I think Casablanca isn't the worst one. They're just slow. Jackie Mariel, the one dose of Johnson & Johnson should be enough, right? You got it. Also, do you think booster shots are still needed? No, you don't need a booster shot anymore. Jackie Merrill, no. For COVID, you don't need a booster shot. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what I know from USCIS. Okay? You don't need it. M. Tariq Khan on 2 questions. What is your wedding plan? Okay, and she answered very simple way, and I did not visit her. What can we do about it? What is your wedding? So you got what the question was, what is your wedding plan? And she answered very simple way, and I did not visit her. What can we do? You need to be a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more. Tell me more. Why was the visa denied? Jason Mabry, where is all my people waiting for their loved ones in Ghana? Ross, awesome. Sama Alamed. Hi, Diego. I am saying, how long does it take for K1 visa Turkey? Ankara, Turkey is taking quite a bit of time. 4, 6, 8 months. Just got to hang in there, okay? But they are processing visas. They're doing it. Michael Amadi. Hi, Diego. Do you know anything about UAE? UAE, United Arab Emirates, turnaround time after NVC sends the packet. It's not too bad. UAE, they're not too busy. I got approved in May this year, now waiting to send in the paperwork. No, UAE is pretty quick. You'll be okay. Just wait it out, man. Ashley Santana, 90-day clock begins at the time USCIS approved or at the time NVC receives the case. When USCIS approve it, okay, from your NOA2 letter. Teja Sweeney, sorry, actually my question above is wrong. Well, give me the right question, my friend. Aussie girl. Hey, Aussie girl, how long till you can leave the USA to visit your family after getting married in America? Do you know how long K1 visa takes from Australia? Thanks, Diego. Aussie girl, it's a quick turnaround for the U.S. Embassy. Now, the U.S. Embassy is in Sydney, Australia. Now, I believe that the consulate in Melbourne was doing the visas because Sydney, the embassy in Sydney was under renovation. Well, the renovations are all completed now, so you will get your K1 visa in Sydney, not Melbourne. Okay? Diego's on top of every embassy in the world for you guys. I know what's going on in every embassy, guys. And in the U.S. Embassy in Australia, it's about a 6-week turnaround. It's pretty quick. And what else was the question? How long can you leave the USA to visit your family? Okay, once you get your K1 visa, you got to get married. Then you got to apply for advanced parole. Once you get advanced parole, you can leave and go visit your family in Australia. I don't recommend you doing that. I recommend you just wait until you get your green card. Okay? Just wait. It takes about, 4, 6, 8 months. It's not a quick process, Aussie girl. Just wait for your green card, okay? Then travel. Don't waste your money on advanced parole because you'll get your advanced parole in the mail after paying whatever it is, a lot of money. And then right after your advanced parole, then you get your green card. So they're processing it around the same time frame. So don't waste your money on your advanced parole. Just wait. But as soon as you get your green card, okay, then you can go on vacation. Okay. Brandon Schultz, hi Diego. At the NVC website, it says that they are working on cases that we received from USCIS. Those that apply for K1 visa, sending it to the Brandon Schultz. Don't even pay attention to what the NVC is telling you because it's not correct. Disregard it. Teja Sweeney. So yesterday I contacted the USCIS. They said my case was still at the embassy in California. And today they said it had been transferred to the NVC. Okay, well, now it's at the NVC. You're going to wait for it to get shipped to the embassy. Don't be confused. USCIS in California have put it in an airplane and flown it to New Hampshire. Francois Livingston, I did file the withdrawal letter and had it notarized. Do you think they're looking at the case with all the new supporting documents? Or is that notification in reference to the withdrawal net letter? You're going to have to wait, Francois, until you get the RFE, and then we can know for sure. I can't guess. I don't want to guess, okay? But I'm pretty sure it's something to do with that. It's got to be something to do with that. And Francois says, you appreciate my time. Well, that's why we have this YouTube channel for you guys to help you get through this visa process for free. Save you a bunch of money, right? I saw today a lady, she paid for an immigration attorney, and now she's asking questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? I think it was in Facebook. And I'm thinking to myself, why don't you ask your attorney that question? Because you paid the attorney all that money. And then she's figuring out that you don't need an attorney to do this. So, anyway, it is what it is. Jacob Myers. Good evening, Diego. Hi, Jacob. Renault. Hi, Diego. I received my welcome letter yesterday. Okay, ayer. About 88 days after NOA2. And I'm telling you guys, it's between 90 days. So 88 days is in that time frame. How long before I can check it on the SIAC website? Now it says invalid ID. Well, you got to wait for the case number. Did you get a case number in your welcome letter? Because with the case number, you can create a website. You can create an account with the SIAC. You just can't do much else. I am Jago. Hi, Diego. How are you? Doing great. How are you? I am Jago. Aussie girl, thanks. That's good to know. I was worried it was like 2 years to wait. No, 2 years. No, 6 to 8 months. I would say 8 months tops. Brian and Jacqueline, what do you think the turnaround time is for Bogota once the petition is received there? To about 8 weeks to when they receive the ready status. About 6 to 8 weeks, Brian and Jacqueline. It's pretty quick in Bogota, okay? And they know my name in Bogota right now pretty well, okay? So they need to be nice to everybody if you are a beneficiary in Colombia. They're good people. The folks at the embassy in Bogota, Colombia, Diane is one of the consular officers. She's a nice lady. They're really doing very hard. They're working very hard, and they're doing the very best that they can for the beneficiaries. They really are doing the best they can. Okay, so it's pretty quick. They're working their tails off. Ashley Santana, can you talk about work permits? And Wandering Terrier. Hey everyone, hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Wandering Terrier. Now, if I remember, you're in England, right? I think so. And Ashley wants me to talk about work permits. A work permit is an EAD form. Okay, when you get to America, United States, our constitutional republic, you get married, you got to do it within 90 days. You can apply for a work permit called an EAD. It costs a lot of money, but in my opinion, it's a waste of money because as soon as you get the EAD in your mailbox, 2 weeks later, a month later, you're going to get your green card. And that invalidates the EAD, right? Because you can work on your green card. So my opinion, my humble advice, this is what Karina's going to do. She gets to the United States, we're going to apply for the green card. We're going to wait for the green card. We're not going to pay for an EAD or advanced parole or none of that. That's a lot of money. We're just going to wait for the green card. And she's got no intention of traveling anywhere except on our honeymoon. We'll probably go, I don't know. We thought about Nevada, California. We're trying to figure it out. Let's see. So don't waste your money, Ashley, on a work permit because you're going to get a green card right after you get the work permit. And you're going to say, why did I spend all that money? Jason Mabry, one more question about the I-134. If I give my fiance the form in September, what if they update on the I-134? Still valid? Well, if they update it, what I would do is redo it and then send it to a DHL. Redo it. And then, that's what I would do, honestly. Pete B, you gave me like double deuce Mountain Dew. Pete B, for all you do, the dew is for you. It's nice to hear people in the same boat and learning a lot from just listening. Thanks, Diego. Pete B, not a problem. Now, this channel, guys, will teach you how to get a K-1 visa for free. I've done it twice. I went through a spousal visa. I've been through the school of hard knocks of K-1 immigration, and I know how to do it. And I'm going to save you guys money, okay? Pete B, thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. Jen Ganesh, hi, Diego. Good evening from Guyana. Beautiful Guyana. We are waiting on our welcome letter. We are too. Can you say after the welcome letter, do we have another long wait for the interview? No. Once you get the welcome letter, it's going to speed up pretty quick. Chopper Harley, any info on how fast for embassy in Cambodia? It's about 6 to 8 weeks, Chopper Harley. Cambodia is doing pretty good. They're processing visas pretty quick. Chopper Harley. And so hang in there, man. You're gonna get you're gonna get your beneficiary. She's gonna get here. Okay, we're gonna help you. Wandering Terrier. Yes, I am from the UK. I remember Wandering Terrier. Syed Lakanway. Hello, sir. Do you have any update on the new edition on the form I-134? No update. They haven't changed the form. Keep using the edition of January 4th, 2023, expiration July 3rd, 2023. Keep using the one they got out there right now. Brian and Jacqueline, that's kind of the idea we had also, was about a month. Yeah, it's about 4 to 6 weeks. And we appreciate all the employees working their butt off to get everything done as soon as possible. We are just anxious. Don't be anxious. Relax. Stay calm. Okay. Be calm. You're going to get it. Furious Ram, how do we contact NVC? You don't. Leave them alone. Let them process the case numbers. Now, you can send them an inquiry. You can do an NVC inquiry, okay? But leave them alone. Let them. The more we keep bothering NVC, the slower they're going to be, okay? Unless it's an emergency. Brian and Jacqueline, we definitely appreciate everything you do to help everyone here. Diego, hey, not a problem. It's my pleasure. Jackie Merrill, how long does it usually take after you get married to get the green card? It depends where you live, okay? The United States is broken down into 50 states and the District of Columbia, and then you've got the territories like Guam, etc. But it's an average between 6 to 8 to 9 months, depending on where you live. If you live in Nevada, I'm seeing it takes about 11 to 12 months. Okay, but things are changing. Things are getting faster. It's just a waiting game, right? Okay, Jackie. So it's 6 to 8 months. And Pete B, thanks again, and also Brian and Jacqueline for the support. You know, this is your channel, guys, and the support and the super chats, it's appreciated. Daggy, hey Daggy, hi Diego. I received my tax transcript. Thank you for your advice. There you go, Daggy. You got your tax transcript, right? But you waited for me to get mine first, and then you went for yours because you want to see if I could get mine first, right? You got it. No problem. Daggy, our case is in ready status, and the embassy sent me the instructions. Go figure, right? We filled out the DS-160. Good. However, we couldn't be able to pay the fee and schedule an appointment because no appointment is available. That's normal. That's normal. You got to keep trying and trying and trying and doing and checking. Okay? Same for me. U.S. Embassy Bogota are busy. They're busy. They shut down operations in July because they got overwhelmed with visas. They are now back to work. August 1st, I saw lots of K1 visas flying to Bogota. Jacob Myers, super sticker there. Thank you, Jacob. I think it's a super sticker. I don't know the difference between a super sticker and a super chat, but whatever it is, I appreciate it. And Jacob says, I decided to sick my senators on the NVC from your Philippine video. There you go. Boom. Hit them. Get them. NVC need more people. They need more people working for them. Daggy, technically we have to pay the fee, then schedule the appointment and do the medical. Is that correct? That's correct. Pay the fee, schedule the interview, get the medical done, fill out the DS-160. Get the MOV receipt for when you pay the visa fee. You got to have the MOV receipt. That's the receipt for paying the visa. You're going to bring that to the visa interview. That will be in your list of instructions, Daggy. Read those instructions carefully. Aussie girl, why is K1 visa better than doing a spousal visa? Is it longer? Haven't applied yet. Aussie girl, listen to me. A K1 visa is faster on the plus side, and it's simpler. A K1 visa goes like this. You fill out the package, you send it to the lockbox in Dallas. Dallas sends it to the service center, more than likely California. California get it. They hold it for 11 months, 12 months. They process it. They send it to the NVC. The NVC get it. They assign a case number. They ship it to the embassy. Then you got to do an interview, and then you come to the United States. It's that easy. Spousal visa. It's the same process, except when you get to the NVC level, you have to upload documents to the State Department SEAC system. This is only for spousal visas. You know what that means, right? You got to upload your passport, your birth certificate, your marriage certificate, your sponsor's W-2s, 1099s, tax returns, letters of employment. You got to upload all this information to the SEAC system. If you make one mistake, if you upload your passport in a spousal visa to the SEAC system and it's off a little bit, they're going to send you an email. They're going to tell you, you got to re-upload it. It's not correct. We can't see the whole thing, or whatever the excuse is. And then guess what? You got to wait a month, 2 months, 3 months for them to go back to your case and check it again. You could be stuck at the NVC level for 6, 8 months. Spousal visa, bad idea. It's a pain in the backside. Pardon my French, okay? It's a pain. I've been through it. I went through the spousal visa. I uploaded my passport and my ex-beneficiary's passport, put them together on a piece of paper to save time for immigration. I uploaded it to the NVC SEAC account. They sent me an email that, oh, Diego, you need to send the passport separately. I'm like, why? Why can't you just send them both on the same piece of paper? The embassy's going to get it. No, they got to be separate. This one, this one. So I said, okay, whatever. So I re-uploaded the passport pictures, and it took them 3 months before they went and looked at it. I was like, seriously, I'm already done. Everything's good to go. And you're making me wait another 3 months because I put 2 passports together? It's insane. Stay with the K1 visa. Trust me. Listen to my words. I've been there. I've done that. K1 is easy. Once your K1 visa, Aussie girl, gets to the National Visa Center, guess what? You don't have to upload a thing. Zero. Nothing. They take it, they assign a case number, they ship it to the embassy in Australia. That's it. It's easy. Inocencia Silva. We filed NOA 1 July 21st, but still no NOA 2. You'll get it this month, Inocencia Silva, this month. Sometime in August. Furious Ram, I asked because my fiance is really sick and the doctors are not sure what is wrong with him. I cannot go to him because I started school and so did my daughter. Okay, well, the doctor's got to take care of him, okay? Try to relax, okay? Their doctors are good everywhere in the world. The doctors in Colombia, the doctors in Australia, the doctors in England, they're all good. So try to relax, okay? Ryan 123. My fiance and I traveled together to Malaysia. Fantastic. Singapore. Woo, look at you. Japan. Can that cause issues? No. You went on vacation. Fantastic. No issues. I saw a video today where the foreign fiance was put in AP because of previous travels. No, Ryan, you went on vacation. Okay, quit watching that fake news. Watch this channel and you're going to be good. You're going to get the real deal right here. Okay, this is the real deal. Okay, this is the school of what really happens in the K1 visa process, not what could happen. So go ahead on vacation and try. I might take Karina to Brazil. I don't know yet. We're thinking about it. Jason Mabry, if a K1 visa is denied, would a spousal visa be more likely to be approved? Yeah, I mean, first of all, you mustn't think negatively. Your K1 visa is going to get approved. Okay, number one. Okay, you're going to get an approved K1 visa. I don't want to hear this denial, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that. But if something happens beyond your control, you can get married and apply for a spousal visa and get it approved. Sure. Just make sure that find out first why the first K1 visa was denied. As long as it's not a security issue or a health issue. Let's see. LM Labajo, sir, we got our NOA2 August 1st. I knew it. And our NOA1 was August 8th. Thank you for being so encouraging. I appreciate you. Boom, high five, LM. Hang home. Just got my NVC case number. Great. Yesterday, right? Can I fill out my fiance's DS-160 now, or do I have to wait? I would wait till you get the ready status, hang home, because the DS-160 is good for 30 days. I mean, you could start to process it and fill it out and help her out, because she probably doesn't speak English, right? But don't submit it, okay? Just keep it in a save mode. But remember, it's only good for 30 days. Wait for the ready status is my opinion. Daggy, we read those instructions. Thank you for your advice. No problem. We called the embassy and told them to keep trying the appointment to be open and then pay the fee. Can you please explain to me how that works? Well, you can pay the fee through the SIAC account. You're going to give the State Department your bank account number, your routing number, and then you go into how much it is, the visa fee, $200 and something, and you pay it. And then the U.S. government comes in with their hand and they snatch your K1 visa money out of your bank account. It's in the SIAC account. Daggy, though we pay the fee and then book the appointment, how do we book and pay the fee to the MRV? When you pay the fee, you're going to get a receipt. Okay? Or it may be that you have to pay the fee in your beneficiary's country. And then the bank will give you the MERV receipt. In Colombia, Karina can go pay the visa fee in Colombia, and they'll give her the receipt at the bank. Teja Sweeney Mumadi, when I contacted USCIS and asked them about transferring my case to the UK, since my fiance works there, they said it can only be done at home country, which is India in our case. Okay, so you got a response back. So what you need to do is wait until your visa gets to Mumbai, India. Then you get a letter from Mumbai, India saying that the visa's there. Then you email the Mumbai consulate and say very nicely, very respectfully, can you transfer my case to the embassy in London? Then you'll get it done. That's the way to do it. Teja Sweeney. Inocencia Silva, if beneficiary has domestic violence accusations but no evidence or conviction, there is a record but no conviction, what are your thoughts? Thank you so much. I would say that as long as the sponsor is honest and truthful and gets all the paperwork from the courthouse and includes it in the K1 visa with a letter of explanation why that happened, shouldn't be a problem. Now, I'm not an immigration attorney, okay? I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. As long as you are honest and open and transparent, and they say, look, you can accuse somebody all day long, but under the U.S. Constitution of the United States, you are innocent till proven guilty. Okay? Right? First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment. You got the Bill of Rights, right? You're innocent till you are proven guilty. You should be all right. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Pink Rose. Could I pay the fee of interview before scheduling an appointment in the embassy? Yeah, you can pay the visa fee before it's up to each embassy. Basically has their own dog and pony show. Okay, the embassies have their own dog and pony shows. Some embassies want you to pay in the bank in the city where your beneficiary lives. Some embassies want you to pay through the SIAC account. So you got to read the letter of instruction from the NVC and from the embassy. The letter of instruction will tell you how to do it. Jason Mabry, don't want to be negative. Good. I am just worried about a felony arrest case was dismissed and never charged. Hope USCIS notices that. They'll see that. You'll be okay. Don't worry. They'll see it as long as you showed it, as long as you laid it on the table. Here are my charges. Here's what happened. And you didn't try to hide it. That's what immigration cares about. No, is they don't like people that try to hide stuff. Ryan 123, thanks Diego, always saving me from overthinking. Yeah, don't overthink it, guys. Don't overthink it. Soldier Chris Fire, hey Diego, May 11th I got my NOA 2. Good job. I did not get my welcome letter yet. Not yet. Takes time, 90 days. Do you get an email? Yes, you get an email. They may send you a letter too. And what is the title subject on the email? It's going to say NVC on there, National Visa Center, New Hampshire. It's to help me look for it. Yeah, if it goes to spam, okay, keep checking your spam box. It could go to your spam box. Check in your spam email too. Every day, check. Moses K&D, what is the waiting time on the Sweden embassy? Well, I just did. I'm going to make a video tomorrow on the U.S. Embassy in Sweden, Stockholm, Sweden. And let me see what your question is. I'm going to make a video about Sweden tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but I figured I'm doing the live stream, so I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with a bunch of information. So, yeah, Sweden's doing pretty good. Stockholm, Sweden is, let's see here, it's total 17 and a half months is the total processing time. Yeah, okay, Moses? Mr. Nahas, hi Diego. When do we fill out DS-160? Can we print out and bring to the interview? Or how does it work? You got to print you don't have to bring the whole DS-160, although I would. Print the whole thing is what I would do. But you just basically got to print the confirmation page. You must bring the confirmation page to the visa interview. Your beneficiary must bring the DS-160 confirmation page. But if you want to print the whole thing, you can do that too. Renault, hi Diego. If the DS-160 is only valid for 30 days, should we submit it after getting an appointment at the embassy? That's correct. Perfect. That's the way you do it. Teja Sweeney, Diego, so after receiving the welcome letter, about how much time would you expect us to schedule our interview? Would it take more time after receiving the welcome letter? Depends on how busy the embassy is. You got to remember, the U.S. embassies around the world, they have their own little way of doing things. The embassy in Colombia does things this way. The embassy in Stockholm, Sweden does things this way. The embassy in Vietnam does things this way. Everybody's different, okay? The secret to this whole thing is be patient and don't get frustrated with the process. If you get frustrated with the process, you're going to have a headache every day. You're going to be on your phone every day, check and check and check, and don't do that. Be patient. And then the other question from Headrex. Hey, Diego, another question. Declaration of Financial Support expires July 31. That's true. Do I have to get the latest Declaration of Financial Support and redo it? No, that's the one you're working with right now. Stay with it. Okay? Stay with that form. You're good. Abu Kalta. Hi, Diego. I filled out my DS-160 on July 22nd. And my fiance interview is on August 21st. Is the DS-160 still good? July 22nd. Did you print the confirmation page of the DS-160? If you print the confirmation page, you're good. Michael Q, when do you think I will get my NOA 2? May 11th is your NOA 1. May to May. Well, you're way overdue, Michael Q. May, June, July, August, 12, 15. You should get it this month. You should have had it already. So you got caught up in the pile. In fact, I know how many May K1 visas are left to process. Let me tell you how many's left to look at, okay? 1 second. And it's right here. This is the actual, okay, K1 May 2022 filers. There are about 290 left to process. So you fell into that group of 290. So anytime now, anytime, okay? This month, Inocencia Silva, we haven't seen each other since January 2022. It's been difficult being away from each other. We started the process July 2022. NOA1, still waiting. I can't travel now because of work. And I'm a sponsor. Okay, Innocencia, you need to tell your boss you are taking a 1-week vacation and you're going to go see your beneficiary. If it has to be a vacation without pay, so be it. Get on a plane, go see your beneficiary. 10 days. Go do that. Buy a plane ticket, 10 days, go see your beneficiary. Tell your boss, I'm sorry, I got to take care of a family issue. Okay? Luna Angel. Will the welcome letter email go to the beneficiary or the sponsor? The sponsor gets it. Luna Angel, the sponsor gets the welcome letter from NVC. Innocencia Silver, but I want to use my PTO when the time comes for his interview. He is in India, so the embassy interview will be in Mumbai. What else can we do during the time to manage the situation? Get on a plane and go see him. Go see him. And then take time off for the interview. Okay? Got to do that. You got to be together. Your job is not as important as your beneficiary. Okay? Francois Livingstone, high five. Thank you, Francois, for that super chat. I appreciate you, Francois. I'm going to help you get through this K1 visa process. I know I know you're in a difficult situation, okay? I know you're stressing it, but we're going to de-stress you and we're going to get your visa approved. Teja Sweeney, what are the waiting times for Mumbai? It depends on the month of the year. 2 to 4 months. Pete B, I am checking my email 3 times a day now for the welcome letter. Okay. I'll probably check even more at 90 days and beyond. Pete B, you do that, my friend. You'll be all right. Jack Merrill, Michael Q, NOA1 was in May, so he should hear by April or May 2024. May 2023. Oh, okay. Well, if your NOA2 letter is May 2023, then you won't be hearing from the immigration people till 2024, May or April of 2024. That's correct. I misread it. Vivian. Hi, Diego. Hey, Vivian. Vanessa Tabe. Hi, Diego. Please, how do we know what the income requirements are? I made a video, Vanessa, on what the income requirements are for 2023. I made a video. Just look. You'll never hear me ask you guys to subscribe to this channel. I never do that. I think that's terrible. When you watch a YouTube channel and they have to ask you to subscribe, that's insane. They like your channel or they don't. They think your content is good or it's not. Okay? Imagine if you were watching a TV movie on TV and then they ask you to subscribe to it's crazy. It's crazy. You got to go if you haven't seen your beneficiary in a long time, you got to go see your beneficiary, guys. Income requirements, I made a video about it. And Francois, thank you for that super chat. Teja Sweeney, my beneficiary is from India. Okay. Rintan Aji, I'm a fiance of Ryan. He's overthinking too much. Keep him straight. Okay. Keep him calm. Keep him straight. Headrex, thanks, Diego. Appreciate your help. No problem. Jennifer Quesero. Hello, Diego. We got our NOA2 July 7th, 23. When do you think we will be receiving our welcome letter? I would say middle of October, somewhere in October. From Colombia. Okay, Jennifer. So Jennifer, do you live in Colombia? Right? You live in Colombia, right? Tu vives in Colombia? Or are you the sponsor? Zoila Molina saying my beneficiary is also from India. Beautiful India. A lot of folks from India. Innocencia, I love him and miss him so much. We all miss and love our beneficiaries, Innocencia. Over a year without seeing him breaks my heart. Innocencia, you need to get on a plane and go see him. Pray for us. I pray that you buy a plane ticket and go see him. 10 days, tell your boss, I'm going to take care of a family issue. 7 days, 10 days, get on a plane, go. Jason Mabry, is USCIS speeding up for 2022 filers or just 2023? I would say for everybody. Everybody. You filed in December 2022. It would be awesome to get approved when with my fiance in September. Yeah, we can hope so. Not a problem. It could happen. Vanessa Tape, thanks, Diego. Not a problem, Vanessa. Vivian, I just received an email from NVC just now saying that they have received our case and is waiting for data entry. Okay, Vivian, so your K-1 visa right now is sitting on a shelf at the National Visa Center. And they are waiting for somebody to process it. Good to go. Jennifer, yes. Inocencia, best of luck. Jennifer, C. Diego. Jennifer, Yo vivo in Colombia. Okay, so you live in Colombia. Yo vivo in Colombia, translated means I live in Colombia. Jennifer, beautiful part of the world. Colombia is a beautiful country. I've explored most of it. I don't think there's any part of Colombia I haven't seen, except for the coffee region. I haven't seen the coffee region. And Karina, my beautiful prometida, is planning a trip to the coffee region. So that's where the big palm trees are, like 200 miles up in the air. Those really tall, skinny palm trees. And a beautiful little barrio, pueblo. Pequeño pueblo, muy bonito. Teja Sweeney, Zoila, in Essencia, please contact and keep in touch. Okay, you guys who are in India, or beneficiaries, you guys are in India. There's about 3 or 4 of you. You all need to friend each other on Facebook and help each other. Okay? Plus watch Diego 3 times a week, and you're going to get through this. Sasha Lee, hello, Diego. I'm on the K1 and K2 for my kids. Fantastic. It's difficult to get approved. Is my case harder? Why? No, if you got kids, it's no problem. K1, K2, the U.S. government loves bringing new kids to America because they get to grow up in the United States and become Americans. It's not going to be a problem having K2s, having kids. Bring your kids. We love to have them. We can't wait to meet them. No, Sasha, you relax on that, okay? Mary Timothy, do you know of any success stories from Bahrain? Yeah, there's one from Bahrain that was pretty quick, actually. It was about 18 months. Andrew Bryan, hey, Diego, did my medical today went so well? Andrew, good job. That's good news. Rintan Aji, I will, Diego, thank you. There you go. If you haven't seen your beneficiary, if you haven't seen your fiance in a year, get on a plane and go and see your beneficiary, even if it's only for a week. Okay, 1 year is too long. I don't care what you tell your boss that you got to take care of some business. That's important business. Okay, and go see your beneficiary. Don't let your boss get in your head and make him and give you a guilt trip. Well, we need you here. We can't let you leave. You have to stay here. No, you go see your beneficiary. Let's see. Sarah Lee, you're good on the K2, okay? So you guys, you need to exchange information. If you're in India, make friends with each other. Sayed Lakanwai. Hello, sir. My dad is sir. I'm Diego. Could you tell me if the humanitarian patrol is available for an Afghan? Yes, it is. It is. If you are an Afghan and you help the United States somewhere, somehow, you're welcome here. We want you here. Sasha Lee, because I'm still waiting for my NOA2, I filed July 2022. Okay, this month is August 2023, Sasha Lee. This month, you'll get it. Innocencia, my boss, I like that. Guilt tripped me. What, didn't I just say that? Your boss, you must be very critical to your business, to where you work. So your boss is going to guilt trip you to keep you there. Okay? Well, you tell your boss that you have to go take care of family stuff. Family first, always. Number one. Well, God first, okay? God first, and then your family. Take care of your family. Go see your beneficiary. Abduli Jallo. Hello, Diego. Appreciate your support. What is the waiting time in the United Arab Emirates? You are watching from the UAE. Well, we love our friends in the UAE. And it's about 2 to 4 months is the window of wait. Total processing time for UAE, it's about 18 months from A to Z. NOA1 to visa interview. Innocencia, you hate your boss. No, you don't. You don't hate anybody. Okay? Don't hate. Hate's too strong of a word. You may disagree with your boss, but you don't hate him. Okay? Don't hate anybody. Just tell your boss that you need to go see your husband and go see him. Okay, you got that? You got it? Denise Jefferson, Diego, any success stories from Lagos, Nigeria? I think I have one. I got Jamaica, Paraguay, Uganda, Sierra Leone, Burma, Jamaica, success story out of Jamaica, and Nigeria. I think and one from Nigeria. It was like a 21-month turnaround. Let's see. I heard that they are simply not moving very fast for interviews. That's true, Denise. How do you gauge normal process? For me, a normal process is 22 months. How do you know when a country shuts down or slows down? Well, I know. I just know. I find out. I go into the embassy websites. I check what's going on in the embassy websites, the busiest ones especially, like Philippines, Mexico. I keep my eye on the embassies in the websites, and they post bulletins in there. Nancy Fenilda. Hi, Diego. Just got my case number by inquiry. High five, Nancy. Innocencia, sweet escape. I'll call in sick if I have to. Whatever it takes, Innocencia. But you need to get your butt over to India and see your husband or your beneficiary. Okay? Teja Sweeney, I am really getting so much stressed out by day. No, you're not, Teja Sweeney. You're not getting stressed out. You're getting impatient. There's a big difference between stressed out and impatient. You got to be patient, relax. You're in a big inner tube going down the Colorado River, okay? And you're looking at the beautiful scenery on each side of you. That's how you need to be in your mind, okay? You get stressed out when you get impatient. There's a difference. So just relax, Teja Sweeney. Amina Chowdhury, any success story from Pakistan? Yes, we got success stories from Pakistan. Innocencia, don't stress. Everything will be fine. There you go. Aussie girl, do you know the processing time from A to Z for Australia? It's about 18 months, Aussie girl. USA fiance citizen is in Indiana. Beautiful Indiana. Yeah. Okay, well, you're going to have to get used to a new climate, Aussie girl, because I don't know what part of Australia you live in, but Indiana gets pretty darn cold in the wintertime. So be ready for a cold winter. Michelle, Nancy, when was your NOA2? Innocencia, thank you, Diego. It's helpful what you're doing. We appreciate you. Innocencia, I'm going to help you, okay? And I'm going to help you. You have to get on a plane and go see your beneficiary for a week. You got to do that, all right? Teja Sweeney, Innocencia Selva, keep in touch. Okay, Teja Sweeney and Innocencia, you guys need to connect on Facebook as friends and help each other, okay? Jewel, hi, Diego. We received our welcome letter August 1st. Okay, 90 days after NOA2. Imagine that. 90 days, right? What have I been saying? We are so happy and excited. And Karina and I, we are happy and excited for you, Jewel. Started filling out the DS-160 while our case was in transit and heard it takes, I can't see the rest of the message here. I've got to wait for it to page up. It says it takes, and I can't see the number of days to case ready. Well, congratulations, Jewel. You are almost at the finish line. Okay, you are almost there. It takes 3 days. Very good. Furious Ram. Jeff Mantok. Yes, it does. And Jason Mabry got the interview document folder ready. Good. About 27 tabs. Very good. Put all my tax income information in a separate folder. Perfect. Since I heard that's what they were asked for. Yes, you want to separate your financials from your personal, which would be photos. Now, in your financial folder, when you put a folder together for your financial documents, in that folder, you're going to have your 1040, 1040s, tax transcripts, W-2s, 1099s, I-134, letter from the employer, pay stubs, and bank statements. If you include all of that, 12 months worth of bank statements, you're going to give the immigration officer a warm fuzzy, and you won't have any, delays in getting your visa. Jeff Mantok, Fort Wayne, Indiana. There you go. Fort Wayne. Teja Sweeney, if my NOA-2 was June 5th, 2023, and my case was sent to the NVC on June 26th, 2023, when can I expect my NVC letter? Well, let me see. You should have received it by now. Your case was sent to the NVC on June 26th. You should have received it by now. Do an inquiry to the NVC. Jewel, you will need supporting documents for the I-134 too. Yeah, the supporting documents are the financial documents, the pay stubs, the bank statements, the letter from the boss, and things like that. Piece of cake, guys. This is an easy process. It's not hard to put together a K-1 visa package. It's easy. It's not difficult to do the NVC processing. It's not difficult to do the visa interview. None of it's hard. What's difficult is you get impatient in your head. You want everything yesterday, okay? But it doesn't work like that. You got to be patient. Zoila, my birth certificate is very important too. Yes, you got to bring your original birth certificate, okay? Translate it into English if it's in a foreign language by a certified translator, plus a copy of your birth certificate. Immigration, the consular officer will take the copy and give you back the original birth certificate, but they want to see the original. Abu Keita, hey Diego, do we have to get a letter from our employer for the interview? I would. Ask for one. Get one. Everything helps, okay? You got to have this. Remember, this is like you're defending yourself in a court of law, and you are innocent of all charges. So the more evidence you got that you're innocent, the better chance you'll get your visa, right? So load up on evidence. Denise Jefferson, Diego, I missed the first half of your life today. No worries. Did the date for the I-134 change? No, the I-134 is still the same, Denise. You can use the I-134 as it is right now. So if you have a visa interview today, tomorrow, next week, use the current edition of the I-134. That's good. Teja Sweeney, when I sent an inquiry to the NVC, they're saying that my records haven't been entered into their system yet. But my case was already sent to the NVC. Okay, so that means that your case is sitting at the NVC on a shelf, collecting dust, waiting for an NVC officer to process it. Jason Mabry, I included employment letter, bank statements, tax transcripts, W-2s, but not 1040. It's good to include the 1040, but if you have the tax transcripts, you should be fine. You're good. No 1099. No, I say 1099 because I get 1099s. Okay, I'm a real estate agent. I'm retired from the military. I get 1099s. But you could be in self-employed and get time in 1099s too. 1040 is a must for Jason Mabry. I tell you guys to include the 1040s, okay, with your tax transcripts, because you never know what the immigration officer is going to ask for. The immigration officer, I believe it was, I think it was in South Africa, they asked for the 1040, and all they had was the tax transcripts. And the immigration officer had a big old conniption fit. You know, I would give him a box of Kleenex because he wanted the other document. It depends on the immigration officer, okay? But they came up with a good explanation. I'm sorry, I don't have it. Blah, blah, blah. They cited USCIS regulations, and they were fine. Jewel to Abu Qaita, get a verification letter from your HR stating your position and gross income. Hey, HR, I would assume that is your human resources department, right? Good idea, Jewel. Excellent. Come on, guys. Throw more questions at me. I've been talking for 1 hour and 5 minutes nonstop, and I have not missed a question yet. I'm going to make some videos tomorrow on Sweden, Jamaica, and some other countries here. Denise, Diego, I-1 qualifies financially in 2021, but falls short in 2022. Is there any chance that would let that slide? No. They are going to look at the 2022 tax return. If it doesn't meet the income requirements, you got to have a joint sponsor, okay? And plus use your assets and savings and checking account. If you don't, if you didn't meet the 2022 income requirements, you got to get a joint sponsor, and the joint sponsor will sign the I-134, and you got to get the joint sponsor to provide tax returns, tax transcripts, W-2s, etc. Plus bank statements, a letter from the joint sponsor's employer saying, yeah, he works here, she works here. Just get a joint sponsor. So, if you qualify in 2021 and your visa was being processed in 2021, you'll be good. But 2022, you got to meet the income requirements for 2022. Just get a joint sponsor. Even if you don't need a joint sponsor because you're financially good, your bank is huge, still get one. Cover yourself. Teja Sweeney, Diego, you went through this process 2 times and you are very patient going through it only once. It is so stressful. Teja Sweeney, I've been through it 3 times. I went through the K-1 visa twice, and then I went through the spousal visa. Okay, the spousal visa was like a Freddy Krueger nightmare. It was horrible. Not the person, okay? I'm not bashing my ex at all. She's a good person, okay? I am bashing the process. The process was a Freddy Krueger nightmare on a spousal visa. The K-1 visa, okay? The K-1 visa is the way to go. And I'm on my second one. So I've learned a lot, and I'm sharing the knowledge with you guys. Jeff Mantalk, I'm taking my tax transcripts as well as my entire tax returns. Jeff Mantalk, you are making the right decision. J-Deep, hi Diego, how are you? I'm doing good, J-Deep, how are you? Case in transit to consular section, okay? Showing NVC will provide interview. What does that mean? It means that you're going to wait for the ready status, and then you're going to email the embassy or the consulate and ask for directions. They're going to tell you what to do. Jason Mabry, can you add an update video for Ghana? Sure. So you can share with your princess. Okay, Ghana. I think it was on my list of countries, but I'll write down Ghana for you. This is your channel. You tell me what videos you want, and I'll make them for you. Let me see. I don't want to miss any questions. Andrea M. Greetings from Canada. Hey, Andrea in Canada. Diego, my sponsor and I are patiently waiting for our welcome letter. Patient is the key word. Our NOA2 was dated June 1st, 2023. Do I need my sponsor's original birth certificate for the interview? No. You don't need his original. You need your original. But here's what I would do. I would get the original birth certificate just to cover yourself and make a photocopy of it, and then wait and see what the embassy officer asks for. But the sponsor can provide a copy of the birth certificate. The beneficiary has to provide the original birth certificate. The sponsor can provide a copy of his or her passport biographic page as proof of citizenship, or a copy of the naturalization certificate or certificate of citizenship. Andrea, what I would do in your case is have your sponsor, because you're in Canada, the United States and Canada are basically joined together at the hip, so it's easy to communicate with DHL or FedEx. Have him send it, the original, and then just make a copy of it. Bring the copy to the interview. Jewel, it's important to read the instructions, a separate document for the I-134. They specified what you can provide to support your financial declaration. There you go, Jewel. Read the instructions. Teja Sweeney, my fiance goes to the interview with the I-134. Okay, and some proof of us in the photos. Will that be enough to ace the interview and get the visa? No, Teja Sweeney. No, you got to have tax returns, tax transcripts. I just went over it all. I just went over all the documents that you need for a financial folder. Photos together, boarding passes, plane tickets of trips together, hotel receipts, dinner date receipts. You are going in front of a judge to prove your innocence. And you're going to have all this evidence to prove your innocence. And the more evidence you got, the better of the visa interview. The consular officer has to see that you guys are in a real relationship. It's not a fraud relationship. You guys are real. You want to be together forever. Okay? Karina has a stack of stuff like this. She's going to bring to the visa interview. I lived in Colombia for 10 months with her in 2022. You know? My income went down. It went poof. You know? It is what it is. But you got to have all this evidence. Denise. So if you don't qualify financially in 2021, but you more than qualify in 2022, it's better to leave it out of your package. Only include, here's what I would do. Include 3 tax years, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Okay? 3 tax transcripts, 3 tax returns, W-2s, etc. 3 years worth. Go to the visa interview, and then your beneficiary will then give to the consular officer what the consular officer asked for. The consular officer is going to ask Karina for my 2022 tax return. That's how Bogota rolls, okay? Bogota operates, they want the last year's tax return. But she's going to have 3 years worth in her hand, just in case they get a person that wants 3 years worth. So don't leave it out, include it. Because Denise, when you do the adjustment of status for the green card, you are going to have to identify on the USCIS form I-865, off the top of my head, how much money you made in 2022, 2021, and 2020. You got to write it. Don't leave it out. If you qualify, it doesn't matter what happens in 2021, actually. What matters is what happens in 2022. But don't leave it out. Nick Palomo, evening Diego, what is up? Hey Nick. So Nick, you sent a public inquiry to NVC to notify them we no longer have a lawyer. Good. But they said our case is received but awaiting data entry so they can update it. Okay. Does that mean that I have to wait for the lawyer to receive the welcome letter? Well, you're in an interesting situation. All you can do now is wait and see what happens. Okay? You're just going to wait and see what happens. You can always email an inquiry to the NVC and tell them to send you the welcome letter. Put it in writing. Dear NVC, send me the welcome letter to my address right here. Teja Sweeney, I met my fiance only 2 times. Okay, after applying for the K1. I wanted to go to the UK this month, but because of work, it is conflicting. Understood. Also, it has been 1 year since we met. It is so hard staying away from him. Okay, like I tell everybody, if you haven't seen your beneficiary in a year, get on a plane and go see your beneficiary. Immigration is going to ask you a question at the immigration interview in the embassy. When was the last time you saw your beneficiary? Now, being separated from each other for a year is bad enough. But then getting that question from immigration is a second doozy, right? So you need to go see your beneficiary, get on a plane, go spend a vacation with them. James Juan, hi Diego, happy Wednesday. Hey James, happy Wednesday. Bueno Mercoles. Innocencia, did you get the email? Did who get what email, Innocencia? You got to tell us who's what where. Oh, Teja Sweeney and Innocencia are chatting. Excellent. This is good. Jeet Mushiana. I didn't get a welcome letter, but I got an email saying that my case was sent to the consulate. You got to get the welcome letter. Email the consulate when you get ready status and say, please send me my welcome letter. Okay, Jeet? Ask for it. Okay, guys, I've been talking for 1 hour and 15 minutes. You guys have super chatted me today with enough edificio. Well, no, not edificio, efectivo. Excuse me, my Spanish, I changed the word there. To go get some Mountain Dew. And Michelle says, hey, Diego, is there an update on the Form I-134? Not yet. Use the current edition. Jason says, looking back, I wish I have included WhatsApp chats, money sent in the I-129, but do have certified letters from family and the pastor. Photos were photocopied as directed by my former lawyer. Very good. You're good. Don't look back. Look forward. Nick Palomo, yes, that's what I sent to them, Mr. Diego. Thanks. Might send something by mail as well, just to see if someone else responds. Keep in communication, okay? Okay, guys, I'm going to head out of here. I'll be back. What day is it today? Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday. I'll be back on Saturday for a fantastic another live stream on K1 visa processing, saving you guys money and keeping you stress-free. And if you haven't seen your beneficiary in a year, get on a plane and go see your beneficiary. Tell your boss, hasta luego. I'm out of here. I'm going to see, I got to take care of a family matter. All right, guys, we'll see you on Wednesday.